Peace and blessings, beautiful people. I am Anifowose, aka LifeCoachAde. By this time, you guys should be singing along with me. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Self-Care Made Simple. Self-care, the self, the capital S self, the higher self. The self that is invisible, that is formless, that is powerful, that resources you. That's what we're talking about. And today's topic is pain and struggle. You can't avoid it. So stop fighting to avoid pain, to avoid struggle. Particularly, and there are things that we do to make sure we don't hurt ourselves, that we reduce physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain. There are things we can do to protect ourselves, if you will. However, life is pretty wise. Life knows when it's time for us to grow, when it's time for us to develop, when it's time for us to transform. And the beautiful thing about it is we are calling for that to happen. So if you're on a spiritual path, personal development, wanting to better yourself, change, what you're inviting is pain and struggle. Because what you're really calling in for, what you're calling in, should I say, is expansion. So where there is expansion, you will feel pain. Let's just keep it real. Struggle is all part of it. But oftentimes, depending on what we're dealing with, if we think other people knows how to deal with a certain situation better than us, and we judge ourselves for going through the pain, and how come we can't better handle it? Why can't we be more enlightened, more spiritual, more trusting in Jesus, more trusting in Muhammad, whatever? It don't matter what you trust in. As you connect with yourself, the capital S self, you're still going to go through pain and suffering. It is part of life. You're going to experience the death of a loved one, as much as we don't want to talk about it. Sometimes when we talk about death, we have this idea that when you talk about it, you're inviting it. We got it so twisted, I believe. So I'm inviting you today to be gentle with yourself and to spend time, as I've been saying for this past few days, this new series, connect with the self, the higher self, the wise self, the mature self, the self that has never been harmed, recognizes pain but doesn't feel pain. Pain is actually a medicine to yourself. So you can take that pain. You get to decide how you do it, but you can take that pain and transmute that energy. And there are times where you're just like, this flipping hurts. Don't nobody talk to me. Get the flip out of the room. It all belongs. So I want to invite you today to be gentle with yourself, to be gentle with life, to trust life and trust your life, that you have what it takes to deal with, to handle pain, to handle struggle, the death of a loved one, whatever you're going through, physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, you have what it takes. And that's why it's important to have a community. You're part of a community, a global community. Reach out. Don't just reach out and touch. Reach out and ask for help. You just might be able to lessen the pain because you know people have got your back. You got people who love you, who are telling you, I got you. And I got you. And I love you. And I bless you. And I appreciate you. And I thank God for you. Peace and blessings.